Morales from Black Women TV. Hello, Deborah. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Good. So, knowing that everybody's probably going to go back and watch episode 3 before they start watching this, and then they start figuring out the timeline, was there any challenge knowing that you probably have to keep some sort of pace to what fans remember of the previous films in terms of the tone that both Vader and Obi Connect have?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, one of the biggest challenges is that we are in between these two trilogies and we are with these big legacy characters. So, there is a sort of a responsibility to everything that's been done, and we really tried to respect that. But I think for us, we're 10 years out from Revenge of the Sith. So the characters are in a different period of their lives. So even though we are very interconnected to what happened in the past, I do feel we have enough time that's passed that we didn't need to kind of do it exactly the way it had been done.
Mhm. And true, you don't want obviously it's 10 years later, but the tone, is it gonna are we gonna get anything more darker from Beta than obviously because he's the connecting tissue throughout the whole franchise as opposed to Obi.
Yeah. Well, I think what's really interesting about the time period is it is a dark time period. In the galaxy, the Empire's in ascendance, the Inquisitors are out there, they're hunting the Jedis. And then also for the character of Obi-Wan, we're coming out of Revenge of the Sith with so much weight and so much that happened to him at the end of it, post Order 66 and Anakin. So it is a pretty dark starting place for us. That said, I think one of the things I've always loved about this character is that he is such a character of light and there's so much compassion and warmth to him that it's interesting that we wouldn't fully want to lose that about him, that he is still that person. It's just putting him in these circumstances.
And then having done already episodes already within the Star Wars TV franchise, you have a bigger responsibility here now. You have more hats to wear. What has that done for you as far as your skill sets, knowing you have to do a lot more?
I was incredibly grateful, honestly, to be able to do the whole thing, especially because it's a limited series. So having the ability to take it right from the beginning all the way through, it just allows you to kind of really try to see a vision through and to work with the actors on sort of every nuance and really know what you're building with the arcs. So I was incredibly grateful. But that said, if I hadn't had the experience of Mandalorian, I'm not sure it would have been such an easy ride to step into this. That show really, really gave me the knowledge and sort of the toolkit to be able to walk into Kenobi.
You know, are we expecting any sort of fight scenes as people want to see at some point?
There's definitely going to be some action. I love doing action, and so I think you can definitely expect some action in the series.
you know and then you look at the other characters. 'Cause obviously we're talking Obi, we're talking Darth, but you also have other characters in there that we're hopefully going to know more about. I was just talking to Moses, and just those characters, and obviously everybody's reading the Vanity Fair article on there. So what more can we expect besides the two legacy characters?
Obviously the Inquisitors are out there, which, Moses, I'm sure, talked about. And, we do obviously have our big legacy iconic characters, but we also have the return of some of the others like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, which was quite exciting to have as well. But there are some new characters coming. And, I think for me, one thing I've always loved about Star Wars is that, you do get to go to these new planets and you do get to meet new characters, and there's so much out there that was something that we did want to make sure that we did have in the show. So there certainly are some new elements coming.
Anticipation is high, the anxiety's there, so keep it going. Can't wait to see it. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you so much.